Hello, my friends. My name is Eric Brown, and I'm a partner and portfolio manager with Graham Wealth Partners, which is a part of Canaccord Wealth Management. Thanks for joining me today. I'm happy to say that this is our first video, and I'm excited to do more. Today, the topic is on CEWS, which is the Canadian Emergency Wage Subsidy. And what that program allows is businesses in Canada to apply for subsidies to help with payroll, to help with paying your employees. And I'm going to introduce my guest, who's Jeff Haggerty. He's part of Canaccord's Wealth and Estate Planning team, and he's going to go through what the program is, what amounts are available, how to apply, and hopefully answer any questions you had on the program. So I'm going to share my screen, and it's a pre-recording of Jeff talking about the CEWS.
Thanks, everyone, and thanks for having me, Eric. So today I'm going to talk about the Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy Program, how employers can qualify in the calculation method, and then run through the calculator to look at the claim that you can make for this, the recent calculator that's come out, and then talk about the application period, which is going to start on Monday, April 27th, and how you can apply. So I'm just going to share my screen here. And first of all, I'm going to talk about those employers that would be eligible for this. Now, there's no real restriction on the amount of employees that an employer can claim for this. So this can range from small businesses to very large businesses. So for example, you've seen Air Canada recently look at applying for this as well. And they have over 30-some thousand employees. So there are 3 period dates that this can be claimed for, and it's based on a reduction in gross revenues in March, April, and May. And there's 2 calculation methods. The first calculation method is a year-over-year approach, where if you had a reduction in gross revenues over the year prior of 15%, you can make a claim for this period. And again, April, year over year, if there's a 30% reduction, then you can make those claims, and same thing for May. The second method is just using the average of January and February 2020 over that period. And again, if there's a 15% reduction over March, 30 over April, and 30 over May, then you can claim the CEWS for these 4-week periods. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the calculator, and I did start it out here, and give you sort of a real-life example. So first, before I start, I'm going to talk a little bit about the subsidy and the maximum amount. So the subsidy is based on the number of employees that you have, and it caps out at $847 a week per employee. So if that employee is earning less than $1129.33, or sorry, more than that, then the maximum you're going to get for that employee is $847. Now, if you're a non-arm's length employee, so that's a business owner or certain family members of the business owner, then they had to have been employed for this period of time and received pay. Otherwise, they would not get qualify for any CEWS. Where your arm's length or your regular employees, you can qualify regardless if they were paid during this period or not. Now, the maximum that you can qualify for per employee for a 4-week period, obviously, is $3,388. So they also have an example here. If you are earning less than that amount, then you would get 75% of your wages. So again, if you're earning $1,000 a week as an employee, the employer could claim $750 and not the full $847. So again, you're going to have some employees possibly earning less than that amount, some earning more. And so you can use this spreadsheet here in order to look at calculation and figure out how much CEWS So just to run through a real-life simple example, let's say you're an employer employing 30 employees. Let's say they're earning all $1,200 a week, so they're all over that maximum limit. are all eligible for $847 a week. Your total payroll or remuneration paid would be $144,000. Now, the amount that you can claim for the employees is maxed at $847 a week. So the maximum that you'd be able to claim is $101,640. Now, as part of this program, they're also going to allow you to claim a refund for any employer-paid EI premiums, CPP premiums, QPP, or QPIP. So in this example, I assume that the employers paid about $5,800 in EI premiums and $15,900 in Canada pension premiums. There's also a 10% temporary wage subsidy program for employers as well. This is running for a 3-month period, starting March 18th, I believe, up to June 19th, and it's a payroll subsidy where you can claim up to $13.75 per eligible employee to a maximum of $25,000 total for the employer. So I just assume that the employer here would apply for this and get the maximum of the $25,000 subsidy for that claim period. Now, this is based on your payroll, and what you're doing is you're just not remitting that amount of taxes from that payroll and then making that claim. There's also a work sharing benefit program with EI where, and this has been around, and this has been extended now from 38 weeks to 76 weeks. And basically, it's a reduction in employment where the hours of work have reduced by at least 10% to a maximum of 60%. And then EI is then claimed on a prorated amount based on what you're working. And so whatever the employee is receiving for that EI amount, you'd have to reduce your CEWS claim by that amount. So in this example, let's say they did not do a work sharing benefit program, and so none of the employees received the EI benefit, so let's just use 0. Okay, last time this didn't work, so let's hope it works this time. So you go to the bottom, get your results. It's not working, so I must be missing, oh, claim period. So let's say this is for this first claim period. All right, so let's try this again. So you calculate it. So here it comes up. So this is your claim period from March 15th to April 11th. You have 30 employees. This is the amount of remuneration you paid. This is the amount of CEWS that you're eligible for. Also your EI and CPP payments that are refunded. And then you subtract the $25,000 temporary wage subsidy that the employer may have applied for. This is done through a separate application. And it looks here that the CEWS is available to this employer for $98,340. Plus, assuming they get this temporary wage subsidy of $25,000, that can then be a huge benefit to that employer. So you can start applying starting on April 27th. It says here that you can apply through your business account portal. And if you don't have a business account portal, recommend that you register online and get that done so that you can go ahead and start making claims starting Monday. They obviously are concerned about incorrect or fraudulent claims, so there is quite a hefty penalty there, and make sure to keep your records. So that concludes my my little presentation here. If you have any questions, please contact our office, and I want to extend good luck and good health to everyone, and thank you so much.
That was a lot of information. So if you do have any questions, please reach out to us. I know that there's a lot of benefits for people, for business owners who are having a tough time of the isolation that we're facing right now. So reach out to us, www.grahamwealth.com/contact. Again, that's www.grahamwealth.com/contact. And please look forward to some additional videos we have on upcoming topics. If there's something in particular that you'd love to hear about, please let us know that as well. Thanks, take care, and talk to you soon.